Hi, what's the date? Is it the 10th? Ah! I'm just. Yesterday was a good day, which is the day I accidentally missed. So, the 9th of December. Uh, and today being the 10th, it was a shit day. Um, yeah. Um, well, firstly, there's a lot of drama going on book Twitter, but that's like not the reason why my day's been shit at all. But it's a thing. It's a thing that's been going on, and anxiety is probably playing at it as well because I went into one of those states where you just lie down and want to do nothing, and then you literally have a time gap. So that was my day today, basically. I finally got 2 of my 3 packages done. One's been sent to the post office. Yes, I look horrible with this stupid top knot, but I can't be bothered plaiting it, and it's probably the only other hairstyle I can do to sleep in that's not going to be uncomfortable. Anyway, yeah, so one package, or letter rather, has gone off to the post office. My printer's not working, so I can't print any of the shipping labels that I'm printing out. So, yeah, that's fun. It was a little bit of a productive day. I mean, it's not done yet because I'm not sleeping. I'm tired as hell, but I'm not sleeping. Setting up my sewing machine on the desk that my phone's currently on. Yeah, so that's gonna happen soon. I'm unironically watching Twilight. I love the film. It's a cinematic masterpiece. But yes, there are so many issues, and I was thinking about it. I mean, I shouldn't. It's not something that really needs to be thought about. But next year, I want to prioritize BIPOC written stories, especially Indigenous, especially Australian. Um, I personally don't know that many Indigenous Australian stories around. And that's a problem. That's a problem. I don't think there are many. Like, I've not heard of any Australian Indigenous YA. I don't think I know of any YA. I know of middle grade. I have read middle grade because of university. Not middle grade. That's what I'm now that I work in a bookstore, I'm now realizing that it's called junior. It's junior YA. We don't call it middle grade, which makes sense to me because we don't have a middle grade in Australia. So I've read some junior fic that's written by an Indigenous Australian. Why am I suddenly struggling with knowing how to speak? Because, like, as a whole, when you're talking about, like, especially I've seen, like, people talking about Indigenous fiction around, but it's always been, like, American Indigenous people. And the Australians who are Indigenous have a different experience. Not all that dissimilar, but it's different entirely. And not yeah, I don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to think my thoughts through. What? Anyway, yes. So I don't think I know of any YA written by any Australian Indigenous people. I definitely know of literary fiction. And because I'm not big on literary fiction, it's not something that I gravitate towards in the first place. But because I am trying to expand into literary fiction, why would I not include them? Obviously. So yes, that next year, that's something that I want to prioritize. How did I start this in the first place? Because I was talking about Twilight and how you've got the quiet loot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Anyway, but when you think about the movies, like I'm not talking about the books because the books, while okay, the movies are, I unironically love them because especially the first one, the directing style is, I've gone on like for 5 minutes about all of this bullshit. Anyway, so yeah, I've not done anything, but I'm gonna watch Twilight, finish some sewing, starting and finishing some sewing, because tomorrow I've got more plans as well. This is Melbourne breakfast. This is my second cup because, you know, I've not eaten today. Cool. Love anxiety, love that. Yesterday though was good. I had plans on being productive, especially with doing my packages. But I didn't. Because yesterday it was actually quite a nice day, so I spent a lot of time outside reading. And then last night I didn't go to sleep until 3, but I fell asleep in my library. And then I woke up at some point and then crawled to bed. But I don't know when that was. So I'm gonna find my book so I can show how far I got through. My book sleeve, don't know how I'd live without it. What Kinder Surprise egg that I've been keeping in my tote bag forever. Okay, front cover. That's how much I've got left. Okay. Anyway, that's as much bookish content that I'm gonna get into this video. Actually, I did talk about Indigenous fics, so my bed is a mess because I brought all of my sewing stuff back into my room from the kitchen as a mess because I was just like gonna finish watching Twilight. I'm trying to get my tea advent calendar. Yeah, everything's a mess. There's a lot of shit on my bed. So even if I was just like, actually, no, I'm gonna go to sleep, I can't until I clean everything up. Unless I just live with the mess. Okay, did I say it was the 9th and the 10th? 7, 8, 9. Showing it upside down or sideways. This is 9. This is 9. English breakfast. Good standard tea. Ow. Trying to pick that up did not feel good. English breakfast. 10 is up here. Tummy tea. And watch it have fennel and licorice in it. Contains licorice. Excuse me. So it has peppermint, licorice root, fennel, and marigold petals. If it didn't have licorice and it didn't have fennel, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I need that for my tummy. But I don't like licorice or fennel. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too mad about the fact that this one's a longer vlog because this is for 2 days, like my last one and like my first one. It's actually cold today. It was actually cold. I'm cold now. But I'm gonna see if I can show all this mess. Alright, okay. So we got all of that on my bed, and all of that down here. So sewing machine. That's my sewing machine. Wait, that's my sewing machine. That's my sewing bin, with all of this rubbish and stuff. Underneath the sewing bin is my. I don't know why I'm struggling so much to do this. That's got all of my yarns and stuff for knitting. I've this one, that's more yarn. But in that container down there, that's all of my material. That's my TV that I'm gonna watch the rest of Twilight on. My little sewing. This is an iron. This is, how cute is this little iron? Perfect for all of my crafts and stuff. I look sick. Always am. Always sick. That's it. That's it. Thanks for joining on conjoined day 9 and 10. If I've even got the days right, I don't even know. I think I'm just gonna go wash my hair tomorrow and hope for it to be a better day. Can I? We're over here now. Good night. Bye.